Prevagen, healthier breed, better life.
I did it. That's what an Oregon man told his family by phone after winning an epic race across Antarctica. Colin O'Brady competed alone, unassisted, and made an amazing sprint to the finish. Here's Dana Jacobson.
Colin O'Brady took the final 80 miles of his trek in one monumental stretch, which he called the most challenging hours of his life, and some of the best. His 54-day journey tested the very limits of human endurance, dragging a 400-pound sled across the ice and walking 12 hours a day in 90-minute increments. O'Brady launched November 3rd from the Rhone ice shelf, racing against British Army Captain Lewis Rudd. He overtook Rudd in the first few days. After reaching the South Pole on December 12th, he picked up the pace, often traveling over 20 miles a day for a total 932 miles. The impossible first was a superhuman journey in inhumane conditions, all chronicled on Instagram. This trek is just the latest in a series of firsts for Brady.
I'm going up there.
In 2016, he scaled the tallest peaks on each of 7 continents in record time.
I'm on the summit of Mount Everest!
Part of what's called Explorer's Grand Slam. But he's also had setbacks, once burning 25% of his body and damaging his legs.
Oh my gosh, you guys are...
He shares it all with Jenna Besaw, his wife and manager.
We did it.
I can't believe it.
And told CBS Sunday Morning, everyone has the power to persevere.
I hope that people take away from this the power of the human spirit. When you believe in yourself and you dream big, that anything is possible.
In a true sign of sportsmanship, O'Brady is waiting for Rudd to finish his journey so the two men can fly out together. And in a true sign of Americana, O'Brady talked with musician Paul Simon during his historic trek. Simon reached out when he learned that his album Graceland was helping O'Brady make it through the exhausting days.
Affectionately meant, I think my bionic colleague is capable of that more so than me.
Not would be just amazing, right?
Awesome, no question about it, Dana. Good to see you.
You too, baby.
And coming up, the great heights one dad went to spend Christmas with his daughter.
Melatonin is the body's own sleep ingredient. Only REM Fresh uses ion-powered melatonin to deliver up to 7 hours of sleep support. #1 sleep doctor recommended REM Fresh, your nightly sleep companion. Available in the natural sleep section at Walmart.
For small businesses, payroll is complex and time-consuming, and mistakes can mean tax trouble. Sure Payroll makes it easy to pay employees and file federal, state, and local taxes with accuracy guaranteed, all done online in minutes, and with award-winning support, even on weekends and evenings. More time for you, less time on payroll and taxes. For 1 month of free payroll, visit SurePayroll.com now or call 844-SURE-PAYROLL, SurePayroll.com.
I didn't know where my life was going. With Wounded Warrior Project's help, I was able to get my life back in order. I thank Wounded Warrior Project not only for helping me, but also helping veterans that I know that are dealing with the same struggles that I am. Wounded Warrior Project understood what I was going through. I'm grateful that Wounded Warrior Project helped me reestablish my life. I am living proof.
If you have psoriasis, little things can be a big deal. That's why there's Otezla. Otezla is not a cream. It's a pill that treats moderate to severe plaque psoriasis differently. With Otezla, 75% clear skin is achievable. Don't use if you're allergic to Otezla. It may cause severe diarrhea, nausea, or vomiting. Otezla is associated with an increased risk of depression. Tell your doctor if you have a history of depression or suicidal thoughts, or if these feelings develop. Some people taking Otezla reported weight loss. Your doctor should monitor your weight and may stop treatment. A respiratory tract infection and headache may occur. Tell your doctor about your medicines and if you're pregnant or planning to be. Otezla, show more of you.
When we were dating, we used to get excited about things like concert tickets or a new snowboard. But that all changed when we bought a house.
Voila!
Matt started turning into his dad.
That's a good mulch. I'm away. But it was pretty nifty when Jen showed me how easy it was to protect our home and auto with Progressive. Get those large scotch right here.
Progressive can't protect you from becoming your
Took
parents,
quite a bit of work because this was a lot. This is all stapled.
but we can protect your home and auto when you bundle with us.
I got a certain way I like to do things. I like Consumer Cellular. I get unlimited talk and text for just $25 a month. They received the J.D. Power Award for highest customer service again.
And Consumer Cellular has been an approved AARP provider since 2008, so we trust them. Reliable nationwide coverage for way less money? That's the way.
We like it.
Now, for a limited time, get a $20 credit on any new line of service. Call, go online, or find us at Target.
A 14-year-old girl has died after falling 700 feet in Arizona. It happened Monday at the Horseshoe Bend Overlook, which is a popular spot for tourists along the Colorado River. The girl was visiting with her family from California. Police say her death was apparently an accident. A new poll out today finds former First Lady Michelle Obama's America's Most Admired Woman. It's the first time in 17 years a woman other than Hillary Clinton has earned that honor. The Gallup poll's most admired man, you ask? Former President Barack Obama for the 11th straight year. President Trump was second for the 4th year in a row. The father of a flight attendant working on Christmas wanted to spend the holidays with his daughter, so he booked himself on all of her flights. Pierce Vaughn and her father Hal flew together, first from New Orleans to Detroit, then to Fort Myers, and then, of course, on to Detroit and then to Hartford. Hal's story was shared on Facebook by a passenger who called him, quote, a fantastic father. Up next, one boy's $1 million mission to help his sister.
When you can't watch the evening news on TV, don't worry. We've got you covered. Subscribe to our podcast, sponsored by TD Ameritrade.
If you really knew me, you'd be done with me.
I know you.
You don't, Mom. You don't know me. I robbed, I built.
I will not believe you.
Critics across America are raving about Ben is back.
I'm looking for my son.
Over by the river.
Julia Roberts and Lucas Hedges give Oscar-worthy performances.
Tell me, son, where you want me to bury you.
I'm not going to die.
And now it's certified fresh and a New York Times critics pick.
I need you to please find my son.
Julia Roberts, Lucas Hedges in Ben is Back, rated R.
Her dad was in the hospital.
Because of smoking.
We still had to have a cigarette.
Had to.
But then we were like,
What are we doing?
The Nicoderm CQ patch helps prevent your urge to smoke all day. Nicoderm CQ. You know why, we know how. Sometimes I like to go in Trivago and explore the different possibilities a hotel can offer me. Like a beautiful pool. Search for your destination, choose filters, and select your maximum budget. Hotel, Trivago.
What do you look for when you trade?
I want free access to research,
Yeah, TD Ameritrade's got that.
free access to every platform.
Yeah, that too.
I don't want any trade minimums.
Yeah, I totally agree. They don't have any of those.
I want to know what I'm paying up front.
Yes, absolutely.
Do you just say yes to everything?
Well, I say no to kale.
Mm.
Yeah, they say if you blanch it, it's better, but that seems like a lot of work.
No hidden fees, no platform fees, no trade minimums. And yes, it's all at one low price. TD Ameritrade.
in these cold and frigid months, when we're feeling the temperatures drop, there are children and families with absolutely no protection. Maria is one of those children. She's just an innocent child who was forced to flee her home and run for her life. Maria and thousands of other refugees are in serious danger this winter as they struggle to keep warm and stay alive. Imagine how they must feel. No warmth, no proper clothing, no shelter. It's devastating to imagine any child shivering in the cold. But you can help them right now by going online or calling USA for UNHCR, the UN Refugee Agency, with your gift of just $21 a month, only 70 cents a day. You'll give these families the life-saving support they so desperately need. You'll give emergency shelter, food, and blankets. Just imagine the desperation of trying to keep your children alive. Imagine the unbearable pain of watching your family suffer. As temperatures drastically drop, we urgently need your support today. Please take a moment right now to call the number on your screen or visit forcetoflee.org with your gift of only 70 cents a day. Children are at risk of dying right now. Don't wait to help them. Call this number or visit forcetoflee.org with your support right now.
From around the globe to here at home, he's bringing the most important stories to you. The CBS Evening News with Jeff Glor.
If you ask a teenage boy what he would do with $1 million, not many will give you an answer like Garland Benson's. Omar Villafranca has his story.
My name is Garland Benson.
Garland Benson is a little man on a big mission.
We're trying to raise $6 million in 24 months.
The Austin, Texas 14-year-old is trying to help save his big sister, Christiane.
My sister has a rare and fatal disease called Batten disease.
16-year-old Christiane was diagnosed with the disease when she was 5. The rare neurological disorder degrades brain function and can cause blindness and seizures. There's no cure, only experimental treatments that may slow the disease. The family started a foundation to raise the $6 million for an FDA-approved clinical trial for Christiane. Garland promised to raise the last $1 million by himself. He's almost there and needs less than $150,000. Do you think he's going to be able to get it?
Yeah. My plan was to get 100,000 people to give $10 each. Thank you guys so much for donating.
So he's turned to social media for help. From college athletes,
I play quarterback for the University of Texas. I'm here with my buddy Garland.
To jewelry designer Kendra Scott. He's also staged fundraising races and even sold lemonade. Charlotte and Craig Benson are Garland's parents.
I think in some ways it's almost made him the big brother.
The Bensons don't say if, but when the $1 million goal is met, the reward will be watching their daughter start treatment.
Thinking about, the moment that we could actually begin treatment for her, just for all of us to be there together, is going to be a very special moment for sure.
A $1 million moment with a priceless payoff. Omar Villafranca, CBS News, Austin.
The power of love. Way to go, Garland. That's the CBS Evening News for tonight. For Jeff Glor, I'm James Brown. Thank you for joining us, and good night.
Stop distracted driving before it stops you.
If the insurance company treated you fairly after a car wreck, we wouldn't be in business. When we called, the insurance companies listened. Heard in a wreck and need a check? I'm attorney Charles Pittman.
Charles Pittman is the way to go. Call 533-5000.
You have big dreams. You have a passion for excellence. You have unlimited potential. And you have nothing standing in your way. You're willing to work hard, make mistakes, and go big or go home. Because you have places you want to go. And we have just what you need to get there. Discover your story at Wallace State.
Oh my God.
Let's do this.
You're watching North Alabama's news leader. WHNT News 19 at 6 starts now.
Thanks for joining us for WHNT News 19 at 6. I'm Clarissa McLean.
And I'm Christine Killemeyer in for Greg Screws this evening.
We're going to start with a look at the forecast with Chief Meteorologist Jason Simpson.
The radar is covered up with rain at this point over most of North Alabama. Standing out a little bit over here in Colbert and Franklin counties, northwestern Lauderdale County, northwest of downtown Florence. The rain has temporarily shut down for just a little while, but there will be more developing throughout the evening. And for those who haven't gotten that much just yet, from Fort Payne East, from Scottsboro East up on Sand Mountain, it's just been a windy and a showery day. Well, your shot at the rain is coming. See how the rain seems to be expanding and getting heavier from Morgan County southwest. We still have a whole lot more to go. It's picking up around Falkville, Hartselle, Priceville, Decatur, Moulton, Speake, and Eva, and that's all moving up into the Huntsville area here over the next few hours. See more rain developing. Most of the heavy
heavy rain southeast of Huntsville and Decatur, but from Huntsville northwest through Athens and over to the Shoals, spotty showers. A few good downpours continue through the evening, and there's almost a little wall right here. Look at that. It just doesn't rain that much from Waterloo west, but from, say, downtown Florence and downtown Muscle Shoals eastward, we have a whole lot more coming through the early part of the morning. Wind will stay out of the southeast. Could be some thunder and lightning with this, but we don't expect any severe weather overnight. However, there is a flash flood watch that's in effect. Clouds start to thin out. We'll get some sunshine tomorrow afternoon, and temperatures will climb up into the mid-60s tomorrow. Flash flood watch for all of North Alabama and southern Middle Tennessee, as well as parts of northwest Georgia. Some of us are going to get more than 2 or 3 inches of rain tonight. We'll get a break Friday afternoon through Saturday afternoon, and then more rain will come in on Sunday, and then for New Year's Eve, showers start thinning out on New Year's Day, and then there might even be a few snow flurries around here next week as colder air starts to move in. So total rainfall between now and the end of New Year's Eve, 11:59 p.m., potentially as much as 5 to 6 inches with multiple waves of rain coming through. And with a total like that, if we get more than 5 inches, we'll move from 41st place on the all-time records for the wettest December into the top 10 in a matter of days. So we'll see how this plays out at Huntsville International. We'll talk about the specifics, when the rain's going to wind down in the next few days, and how much you can expect just tonight and tomorrow coming up.
Thanks, Jason. WHNT News 19's Kristen Connor continues our team coverage of the weather conditions in Storm Hunter 19.
So, Kristen, how are things looking where you are right now?
Right now, we are coming out of Jones Valley and down into Huntsville on Airport Road. I can see that the rain is starting to get a little bit lighter. I'll show you what we're looking at here at the red light at at Whitesburg Drive. And yeah, it's still raining pretty steadily. We've been on the road for maybe 2 hours, 2.5 hours, and I've not had the rain stop in this particular area. If you're still on the road for your commute, you're about to head out the door to go back home for the evening, I would say just be careful. There's places on the roads that you would typically find water stands when it's low or when it's raining a lot, the water kind of collects there. Just kind of watch those areas. I talked to the Madison County Emergency Management Agency recently, and they said they weren't having any major concerns right now. So that's some good news, but still, just, the headlines here, just be safe, be careful, all those kind of things you typically would do when it's raining. We're just sort of seeing it just be really wet out there. People are kind of taking it slow. Live in Huntsville, Kristen Connor, WHNT News 19.
All right, Kristen, thank you. And of course, in addition to our coverage right here on the air, the Weather Authority can keep you up to date with any disruptive weather through our Live Alert 19 app. There's new alerts to bring you information quicker so that you can be prepared at a moment's notice.
Local police are asking for your help to identify a suspect who robbed a Huntsville gas station last week.
WHNT News 19's Madison Neal spoke with the Huntsville Police Department and has details on the suspect's description.
The Huntsville Police Department is asking for your help in locating a woman who committed a burglary at this Chevron on Airport Road.
After what the clerk believed was an attempt to buy something, she actually pulled out a handgun and demanded cash from the register.
The suspect is a female, approximately 5'5" and 110 to 120 pounds.
Somebody out there can see this video and know who this person is.
Nobody was hurt in the robbery that happened last Thursday, but officials say it is unusual for a case like this to go unsolved for this long.
Anybody that goes into business armed and pulls out a weapon demanding property is somebody we want to deal with quickly and swiftly. Usually we get these solved within a matter of days. We have somebody identified, interested. In this case, it's been a little over a week, so we want to try to identify this person as quickly as possible before they victimize anyone else or anyone gets hurt.
Take a look at the video again. You can see a woman pointing a handgun at the clerk.
Somebody out there can see these videos and identify this person. We ask that they come forward.
Police say they believe the suspect left the scene on foot with an undisclosed amount of cash. In Huntsville, Madison Neal, WHNT News 19.
Now, anyone with any information about this case can contact Huntsville Police, and you can remain anonymous. That number is 256-722-7100, or you can call the criminal investigators at 427-7270.
A Hamilton man is accused of shooting and killing a man on Christmas Day. 29-year-old Christopher Andrew Cochran is charged with murder. Police say he shot and killed the father of his girlfriend's children. Hamilton Police Chief Ronnie Vickery said a woman and her boyfriend went to meet Cochran, who is her children's father, outside the Hamilton Police Department. The children were supposed to spend the holiday with Cochran. Vickery said that after the parents began to argue, the mother's boyfriend shot the father.
We're learning more about today's shooting at a Huntsville apartment complex. A call came in a little after 3:30 this morning from Ashford Terrace Apartments on Wind Drive. Police say the victim picked up an unknown man at a gas station, drove him to another location, and then over to Ashford Terrace because the victim's girlfriend needed her car to go to work. At that point, authorities say the two men started to argue. Police say when the victim refused to drive the other man anywhere else, that's when authorities say the man shot him and ran away. At last report, the victim was in critical condition undergoing surgery. The search for the gunman continues. Capital punishment is a contentious issue that impacts not only criminals who commit heinous crimes, but also their families. Often victims of those very crimes are also impacted. When we come back, we'll take a look at the toll the death penalty takes on society.
North Alabama's news leader always looks out for you. WHNT News 19 delivers real news, stories to make your life better. We're right here to fight for you. WHNT News 19 is North Alabama's news leader. Come into Ashley Home Store for the New Year's sale going on now. Hurry in and save up to 50%. Or start the year in style with 6 years, 0% interest, and no minimum purchase. Only from Ashley Home Store. This is home.
In show business, you always want to end the show on a high note. In the car business, we want to end the year with the biggest sale of the year.
During the Big Finish event at Champion of Decatur, we have the year's lowest prices. Save up to $13,500 on new Rams. Drive a new Jeep Cherokee for just $249 a month, or a Compass for an incredible $229 a month.
Drive like a champion at Champion of Decatur, Highway 31, 2 miles south of the Beltline, or championofdecatur.com.
Hello, I'm Steve Hobbs. Welcome to Hobbs Jewelers. If you're in the market for a GIA certified loose diamond or solitaire, come see me in Athens, where you'll find our prices are online competitive. Whether it's a gift or proposal, you can afford to impress him. And let me assure you, if you don't buy your diamond from Hobbs Jewelers, you pay too much, and you have my word on that. Remember, at Hobbs Jewelers, we want to be your jewelry store.
Ho, ho, ho! These Hondas have got to go, as the savings are always greater at Honda of Decatur. 2018 Honda clearance with remaining 2018 Honda Accord Sport start at $23,998 and financing as low as 1.9%. Lower overhead, bigger volume, unadvertised Secret Santa savings, and happy Honda days, as the savings are always greater at HondaofDecatur.com and on Beltline Road.
It's easier here.
Come into Ashley Home Store for the New Year's mattress sale. Save up to $1,000 on select pillow top mattresses from Sealy or our exclusive Ashley Sleep Collection. Your choice starting at just $699 with up to 6 years no interest. Ashley Home Store.
With the new year is just a few days away, many want to bring in the new year with a bang. But these spectacular fiery displays aren't allowed everywhere, and you should always be safe when using them. Up next, which fan favorite is not allowed within Huntsville city limits?
Prosecutors in Madison County say no one wins in death penalty cases. District Attorney Rob Broussard says even in the best case scenario, the proceedings are so grim and serious that no one comes out whole on the other side, including the victims' families. WHNT News 19's Courtney Crown spoke with Broussard about the toll of these trials.
Madison County District Attorney Rob Broussard and his team represent crime victims' families.
Somebody asked me one time, what do y'all do exactly? And I thought about it, and really the shortest, most concise answer is, we deal in human misery.
His job literally deals with life and death. He prosecutes cases that sometimes ask a jury to make a decision on capital punishment.
Are we going to forfeit a fellow human being's life.
Broussard says the death penalty is the elephant in the room. It's what makes capital cases different from any other trial. It's serious business.
And one thing I talked to the families about immediately is I said, listen to me, if everything goes the way we think it should go and hope it goes, we all know y'all are still going to walk out of this courthouse with a hole in your heart.
I like this picture.
15-year-old Annika West of Madison lost her brother to a shooting. There's no trial date set yet in the case, but death is on the table for at least one of the people charged with capital murder for the killing.
I don't really know what I want them to get because I don't want to think about like another person dying.
Annika's feelings are shared by many people and numbers back that up. The Bureau of Justice Statistics says the number of executions and capital sentences nationwide is declining.
And I really question whether we as a society has the stomach to do what needs doing, even though it may not be pleasant.
Broussard believes there are some crimes so heinous that death is the proper sentence. In Madison County, Courtney Crown, WHNT News 19.
The Bureau of Justice Statistics says death sentences have continued to decrease since 2001. 2 people in Alabama were executed this year. One died 15 years after his sentencing, the other 22 years. That's according to BJS.
Well, when you're in the hospital, you may not know the cost of the medications and procedures you're receiving until you get the medical bill in the mail. But that will change next week as price transparency comes to U.S. hospitals. A new federal rule requires all hospitals to post an online list of the cost of their standard services. And this will allow patients to compare prices before seeking treatment. Currently, under the Affordable Care Act, hospitals must release public price lists. But the new rule, which was announced in April, requires them to post these prices online in a format that can be downloaded to computers. The new requirements start January 1st and apply to U.S. hospitals nationwide. We reached out to Huntsville Hospital officials who said they will be posting standard charges online for all procedures beginning in January of 2019.
Well, there is an increase in hepatitis A cases in Jackson County, and that increase could have spread to surrounding counties. The Alabama Department of Public Health is investigating this. There have been 7 recent confirmed cases of hepatitis A in Jackson County so far, but those numbers could change. Symptoms include fever, headache, fatigue, low appetite, stomach pain, nausea, vomiting, and jaundice.
2018 is almost over, and as we look forward to the future, we also look back on the growth and accomplishments the region has had over the last 12 months. Sat down with Madison Mayor Paul Finley to hear his take on how 2018 has shaped the city he serves.
It's Lynn Layton Ford's Built for the Holiday sales event. New 2018 Ford Escape, Edge, and Explorer. 0% for 60 months, plus $2,000 rebates. Never a doc fee. You only add tax and title at Lynn Layton Ford, Decatur.
Belk's After Christmas sale is here. Up to 85% off doorbusters and clearance. Shop your favorites like Carter's Baby, cozy Kim Rogers sweaters, stylish New Directions vests, men's and women's denim, and more. Plus get an extra 20% off clearance at Belk and Belk.com.
106.5 KISS FM. Elvis Duran in the morning. Huntsville's #1 hit music station.
It's how I get to you. Listen to me, my music. The 2018 Honda CR-V, #1 in America.
Score big savings at the Vets Express year-end clearance sale. Save up to 50% on 2018 models, floor samples, discontinues, and more. Don't fumble your chance to save. Beautyrest, Serta, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic. All 2018 models must go. Vets Express makes it easy with a 1-year price guarantee, 2-year extended warranty, and 3-year comfort guarantee.
It's good.
Sleep like a winner. Vets Express. We make it easy.
Act now and get $12,500 total value on new Silverados with employee discount for everyone at your Tennessee Valley Chevy dealers. Hundreds of Silverados must be sold before the new year. That means you pay what we pay on the most dependable, longest-lasting truck on the road. With best-in-class fuel economy, best-in-class towing, and cutting-edge entertainment and connectivity. Get $12,500 total value on new Silverados. But you must act now. Hurry to your Tennessee Valley Chevy dealer today.
Belk's After Christmas sale is here. Save on your favorite brands for the whole family. Up to 25% off Nike. Up to 25% off Under Armour. Buy one, get one 50% off men's and women's Levi's denim. Plus so much more. Hurry to Belk and Belk.com.
It's Lynn Leighton Ford's Built for the Holiday sales event. You can get new 2018 Ford Fusions and Mustangs, sale price plus 0% for 72 months. Never a dock fee. You only add tax and title at Lynn Leighton Ford, Decatur.
A family from Paradise, California lost everything to the campfire. Scouring the ashes of their home, they came across something they thought they'd lost forever. A treasured piece of family history. Join us Friday on WHNT News 19 this morning at 6 a.m. and see why this family is thankful.
Now, your Weather Authority forecast with Chief Meteorologist Jason Simpson.
No severe thunderstorms, but the wind is the wind, whether it's with a storm or whether it's just bone dry. We likely had 45 to 50 mile per hour winds up on Sand Mountain earlier that did damage like this to Challen Johnson's carport that was over around the Fackler area in Jackson County. And this afternoon, the wind settled down a little bit. This evening, it's starting to pick up again. The peak wind gusts that we know of that were measured, nearly 50 miles per hour on Montesano, 45 at Huntsville International Airport, and then a lot of other 30s and 40s in the Shoals. And the wind is starting to pick up again in northwest Alabama. Latest wind gusts at Muscle Shoals, 29. Just checked on one of the instruments out at Wright in western Lauderdale County, and it was up to the 37 mile per hour mark a little while ago. We've seen gusts to 35, 40 miles per hour over North Mississippi. As what we call a wake low has developed on the northwest edge of the heavy rain through Lauderdale, Colbert, and Franklin counties. We'll likely see some wind gusts that potentially exceed 40 miles per hour again this evening. In Huntsville, Decatur, Hartselle, Arab, Albertville, Scottsboro, it is mainly a lot of heavy rain that is moving in, and it looks like that's just going to be the case for tonight. A steady, soaking kind of rain. Well, there's the northwest edge of it, and this northwest edge is not going to move much, but you can see the little ripples. It's not a very smooth edge. These are likely little waves that are helping to enhance the wind. We're seeing it at radar level, which is about 2,000 feet over Franklin County at 45 miles per hour. So it wouldn't be surprising at all to see 35, 40, maybe 45 gusts coming into Belgreen and Russellville soon. And then there's more rain to the south. It seems to be getting heavier by the hour over west central Alabama, and that's all tracking up toward Marshall County, Cullman County, and Blount County through this evening. You can see how the rain just continues. It develops to the south, moves to the north. Another wave will come in. Some thunder and lightning possible along the way, as well as some higher wind gusts up above 25 or 30 miles per hour. And then it'll finally give us a break by tomorrow afternoon. This is 8 o'clock in the morning. It's still raining from Huntsville east, but from Huntsville and the Shoals westward, the sky is already starting to clear, and we'll get a little bit of sunshine breaking through by midday tomorrow. So how much rain in all here between now and noon tomorrow? Between 4 and 5 inches of rain over DeKalb County, maybe even parts of Marshall, Etowah, Cullman, and Blount. But from Huntsville westward, it's more along the lines of 2 to 3 inches on average, with a few spots getting a little more overall. Flash flood watch tonight, the low about 58 degrees. Tomorrow we'll top out at 66, and it will not rain the entire day. We see the best chance of rain in the morning. Showers taper off to nearly nothing by 10 a.m. They're gone by noon. We're drier in the afternoon, and we will be dry for about 24 hours, maybe a bit longer, through Saturday, and then Saturday night into Sunday. More rain moves in. Some of it could be locally heavy from Sunday evening through Monday. A few potentially heavy storms on Monday afternoon, and then it turns drier and colder for the new year.
Well, it's been a big year for the city of Madison, but Mayor Paul Finley believes the best is yet to come.
He sat down recently with WHNT News 19's Melissa Ryabka to look back at the year that was and look ahead to what the new year will bring.
If you had to have a word for the year, for 2018, what would it be?
Accomplishment. 2018, working together, we accomplished an enormous amount, which means 2019's word that I'll give you right now is building in progress. I'm in the process right now of doing performance evaluations and actually doing those interviews, and it's been a joy because in almost every case, it's look what we did.
When it comes to look what you did, probably the one thing people are going to point to is baseball in North Alabama.
I think they'll point to that, and we are so excited to have that in the city of Madison, but for North Alabama. What we're equally excited about is the fact that it's a multi-use venue that we've never had before. And the biggest criticism comes from don't take money from roads or schools that in turn could be used for that, for something that we're not sure we want. Well, the reality of it is putting that there is going to develop that 500 acres and bring more money in and more excitement for roads and for schools. And so we had about $20 million that we bonded in the summer, and 4 big projects start off with road projects that we in turn in the city of Madison can do. It's our major choke points of Hughes Road, Sullivan Street, Browns Ferry. We're doing a big sidewalk project on Wall Triana. So we're managing growth, and we've worked with our city council to try to slow it down a little bit until we could catch up with building the infrastructure that's needed for schools. We then went and got factual information from a growth committee that helped us understand need versus want. And we're going to bring that to our citizens with a property tax referendum. And then I'll end by saying, and we want to continue to hear from them. If they want to get involved or understand what's happening in their community, we want to do it together and collaboratively. So thank you, and we're going to keep working for you.
We also spoke with Huntsville Mayor Tommy Battle. If you missed that interview, you can see both mayoral perspectives on WHNT.com or our news app.
All right, Crimson Tide and the Sooners take their turn in front of the media today. Hot topics, Tua Tagovailoa's injury, and Oklahoma's not-so-great defense. We'll take you down to the Orange Bowl next in sports.
Jerry Dempson sells brand new Fords in Arab, Alabama. Cross the river bridge on South Parkway. 20 minutes later, start shopping. The name you trust, the price you want. Search for a new Ford today at Jerry Dempson in Arab.
Making spirits bright. That's how you holiday.